Hello, and welcome to another edition of BattleTech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming, Strategic Gaming, and brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1. Thank you for joining us on the 3-year anniversary of BattleTech the game. Going to do a nice, long, casual stream today in honor of the anniversary of BattleTech the game. So let's jump into it, shall we? Really excited about this. Need to make a couple tweaks. We're going to wait for a few people to get into the chat. Let's see. Move my camera up just a smidge so you can actually see me. And I need to fix the audio, unless the audio, no, the desktop audio just does not come in on its own. I had this thing working like a science for 3 years, and then OBS makes some tweaks, and the next thing you know, you have to manually do everything. So almost done. It'll be done momentarily. That's fine. We had to vamp a little bit while we wait for everyone to show up. There we go. We got our desktop audio now. So what we're going to do is in a homage to BattleTech the game, we're playing BattleTech Advanced. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a fresh start in our career mode. A little scary. We're hitting the new button here. But you know what? I mean, I've done plenty of play in my last playthrough. So let's get started with a brand new playthrough today. I want to encourage everyone to get involved in the chat as we celebrate the 3-year anniversary of BattleTech the game. Please enjoy the show. We're going to do a fresh start today. I see some people populating the stream, so if you want to pop into the chat and say hello, that would be great. We want to have an interactive stream today, so we want to have as many people as possible, and we want to be involved in making some decisions as a group today. So let's do that. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to go into the load screen. This is always a scary moment, but what we're going to do is we're going to delete our old playthrough. Are you really sure? Yes, we're going to delete that playthrough. And the reason you want to do that before you do a fresh start in this game is all of those files really slow the process down. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear that out. As you can see now, our options are only new because, hey, we've updated. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to choose our initial settings. Okay, so one of the things we're going to do is we're going to do, I do friendly fire for all. That increases the difficulty. It also makes things more realistic. We're going to decide where we're going to start momentarily. I'm going to choose 4 parts for assembly. Wow, that really reduces the difficulty, doesn't it? It does, by a fair amount. So you know what? We're going to stay with 5 parts for mech assembly. I don't know. Well, let's... I don't love 4 parts because there's so many mechs out there right now. Let's stick with 4. All right, mech recovery chance. This is the chance that you'll get your mech back if you lose it in combat. I like to keep it at 70% just because it's really expensive to repair a mech early on. So let's go with 70%. All right, contract payment. We're going to keep at normal. Salvage. We'll keep it at normal. Commander experience points. I like to give myself something here, so actually, no, we'll keep it at 7,000. We'll grind this out a little bit. Advanced Mech Wars. Hey, Thomas, how are you? Don't you have a birthday party to be at? I think you do. I'm doing a fresh start because, as you know, today is the 3-year anniversary of BattleTech. So let's keep working on our settings here. We have our... Oh, you're leaving in 2 hours. Good, Thomas. So, Thomas, you're an experienced mech warrior here. So, I would like you to give me input on where you want me to start this fresh start. That's where I would like your input. Where do you want me to do a fresh start? I am not going to do battle armor, but anything else is fair game. So, Thomas, since you're here first, tell me where you want me to start this fresh start. Advanced Mech Warriors, we'll keep that at normal. Pilots per system. Does that reduce the difficulty? It does. Yeah, let's keep it at F5 then. We'll keep it at the default. You want me to do the mercenary start? Okay. We could do a mercenary start. Contract payment normal, salvage normal, mech warrior progression normal, warrior exponent normal, mech warrior multiplier, we're going to keep that at normal. Alright, lethality, we're going to keep it at normal. Ronin prevalence, we'll keep it at normal. Starting money. I like to start out with a healthy cushion. So we're starting out at 1.25 million C-bills. And I like to get 25% scrap return values. $70 for what, Thomas? What are you recommending? Mech maintenance, easy. Let's do normal. Alright, now I want to try to tweak these things a little bit just to make this a little bit more difficulty. So one of the things we are going to do is we're going to change this to, at Thomas's recommendation, we're going to go with a mercenary start. Let me find it. All right, we got mech safety at 70. Okay, I could do that. Let's see. So let's find our starting location. Brawling, medium. Where's the mercenary? Mercenary. That's easy though. Is it me, or was it showing that it was easy start? I don't want an easy start. Okay. Mech Commander is easy. This is Mercenary. Okay. We're going to start Mercenary. Okay. Chance to lose your mechs is 70%. Yep. I feel like that's a safe start. Okay, so that gives us a very balanced start. There's a couple things I could tweak here. I mean, I could bring this down to 60%, so slightly more than 50-50 to get my mechs back. I don't know if that really makes a difference, though. It doesn't make a big difference. Contract payment normal, salvage normal, commander experience points. I mean, I'm trying to go with as vanilla of a start here as I can, as far as the difficulty. I'm trying to make it a very even difficulty experience. Starting money. Yeah, I think this is a very good start for us. So we're going to start in mercenary territory. Here we go. We're going to start the game. Want to encourage everybody who's watching to feel free to say hello in the chat, get involved in the chat. We want to make this a interactive situation today. That's our goal. It's a 3-year anniversary of BattleTech Advanced. So the game is loading up right now based on the parameters that we put in. Alright, still waiting for this to load up on the 3-year anniversary of BattleTech. There we go. Alright, so we're generating. So let's talk about our background. I like to do... Let's do something different. It doesn't really matter where you're from. I usually just pick the deep periphery. It gives you +1 gunnery and +1 guts, which is really a good start. I also like to select Bounty Hunter. That gives you +1 gunnery and +1 guts. And normally I normally do the BTA crew here, but I'm not going to do it because if I go with original adventurers, what I want to do is I want to get back to having our streamers, our viewers get involved with selecting. So let's see, Pioneering Comrades. No, I don't want the BTA crew. Original adventurers. Maybe get the original. I could do the upgunned dropship with faster drive and +2 tech points. That's interesting. Life savings. I'm going to go with the up-engine dropship. I don't know if I've ever done that before. But I want to get as many regular pilots as I can so I can name them for people who are watching the stream. So I want to encourage everyone to get involved in chat. It's a 3-year anniversary of this game, and it's still running strong. So we're doing a choose your own adventure format here. So if you have input on what we want to do, then now is the time. I'm going to pick our commander, and it will be me.
Yeah.
And as usual, I want to have text as the voice pack. One of the great things about BTA is we have these great voice packs that have been added. So let me find text here.
Standing by. Waiting
I like to use Tex as my commander.
Orders. Orders. I'll wait.
I've got you.
What do you need, Commander? Duncan Fisher here.
Where are you, Tex?
Huh?
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
There we go. So we got Tex. I'm gonna pick my favorite character because it portrait because it reminds me a lot of me back in my service days since I was a senior sergeant. So we are gonna find our favorite pilot, our favorite picture. Where is it? Where is it? Did I miss it? That's what happens when you scroll too fast. Totally missed it. Ooh, I like this one though. That's funky. Alright, where's my portrait that I always use for my playthroughs? Just scrolling, looking through that for that. I know it's here. Don't make me pick a different picture, because once I do, it's locked in for this playthrough. Here he is. All right. There we go. That feels like me right there. All right. All right, so we're doing this live. So what I get to start with is what I get to start with. So we're not going to play any games here. All right, let's go to the barracks first. Welcome again to everybody. We're celebrating the 3-year anniversary.
Waiting for orders.
Ooh, I got Corsair. Corsair is a very solid pilot for starting out.
Waiting for orders.
Eek is actually a very solid sensor locker, so I'm happy with that.
Standing by.
My good friend Garrison, who's one of the streamers on Expanded 3022, I think is what he streams for the most part. He's a very nice combination. We got Gridlock, which is a very solid starting pilot.
On the clock.
I've got myself, so I'm going to focus on gunnery for my pilot, and we're also going to start on get bulwark going quick early on in the playthrough. There we go. Oh, actually, I'd rather have piloting than tactics for my commander. Boom. All right.
Good to go.
We've got Slapdish, and we've got Whisper. Now, we do have the ability to name a pilot that is not a VIP pilot. Actually, all these pilots are VIP pilots. Darn it. All right. So what we're going to have to do, let's look at the hiring hall. None of these pilots are that exciting. So we'll have to wait until we can find some better pilots to replace some of the pilots that we have. All right, so we've taken care of our barracks. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, what do we start out with in the mech bay? Wah, wah, wah. Let's see. All right, we got some mech spare parts. We got an LRM-10, a AC-5, nothing particularly exciting here. Yeah, nothing that exciting. All right, so we have a Trebuchet, a 5N. So this is a classic missile support Trebuchet. We'll have a use for it. We've got a Jenner, very solid mech to start out with. And we've got 2 Wasps. Not so excited about that, but we did get a Shadowhawk. So a Shadowhawk 5M, which is one of the better Shadowhawks. So, because it has Endosteel. And we've got Streak SRMs. We got an LRM 20. Not too crazy about that. But we do have an Ultra AC5, which is really nice. Alright, so what I like to do when I start out with mechs is we're going to start out by modifying these mechs to be the best they can be for our first mechs, because this is what we have to start out with. So we've got 2 LRM-15s, 3 medium lasers. This trebuchet is actually pretty solid stock, so we're not going to mess with that trebuchet. And what we're looking to do here, we're looking to make changes to the mechs that don't cost us time. So, for example, this Jenner, we're going to take off all of Z jump jets. All of the jump jets. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And what we're going to do there is we're going to put all of that into armor. We're going to armor this sucker up as much as we can, because we want our early mechs to be as survivable as possible. Okay, so we're going to max out the armor in the critical spots. Probably needed in the arms too, so we don't lose weapons. We're overweight already. Okay. So we're going to have to take our chances with our legs, because I need to make sure we don't lose too much of these medium lasers to start out with. This is a good stock Jenner. It's going to cost us 33,000 C-bills, but it's not going to take us any time, because taking off jump jets and replacing it with armor does not take away any time, which is critical early on in the game. Okay. Alright, so next up, let's look at the Shadowhawk. So the Shadowhawk and the Trebuchet are going to have to be our big heavy hitters here. Especially the Shadowhawk. So again, we're going to take off the jump jets. Now, the reason I'm taking off the jump jets is not only to increase armor. Yes, we're taking off the jump jets, Thomas. Thomas is not a fan of taking off jump jets, but we're going to leave jump jets on the faster, lighter mechs where they really are of value. But this Shadowhawk needs to be a brawler, and it needs to hold the line. So it needs to be in a position where it can take a lot of punishment. So we're going to max out the armor on the Shadowhawk, just like we maxed out the armor on the Trebuchet. Alright, okay, yeah, we're just gonna max out the armor right now. We want to make sure that this Shadowhawk stays in combat as much and as possible for as many missions as possible. So again, that's 33,000 C-bills, but it costs us no time to do that. So that's the critical thing. That's the critical reason why we're doing what we're doing there, because it doesn't cost us any time. Alright, so let's look at these wasps. These wasps are not going to be particularly useful for us. The wasps do have to keep their jump jets. If they don't keep their jump jets, then the wasps are going to be destroyed. So we're going to use the wasps as our scouts, right? So we've got the 1A and the 1W. The 1W should be a superior mech. So let me check. It's got a whole bunch of small lasers. Yeah, this is designed to be a backstabber. The 1W. Okay. So that's what we got going on. So let's go to the captain's quarters real quick. And let's pick our heraldry. Okay, so in the process of getting our own icon in the game, for our company, but right now, what do we feel like using? Let's pick ourselves an icon for our... So while I'm picking the icon, we have to pick out our color scheme. So if anybody has a preference, we'll go with this as our icon. I like this a lot. So wait, let me go back. So who has a Thomas or anybody else in the stream? Who has a preference for our color scheme? Let me know what you want for our primary color scheme. This is a viewer's choice stream, so you tell me what you guys want, and that is what we will set up for our color scheme. Usually I go with more generic greens, military drab. Maybe we need to be a little brighter today, a little bit more different. Maybe go with a blue and a red scheme. Maybe like that. I don't know if I love the blue though. Let's see. Again, if anybody has any input on what our color should be, feel free to put it in chat. Bright red and black. So the primary would be bright red. See, Thomas has this under control. So whenever you guys tell me what you want it to be, we will do it, because this is going to be a... So that red, Thomas, and then black, huh? All right, let's do metallic black and metallic red. That's usually a solid combination. Where's that metallic black? I like the metallic colors. No, we don't have a metallic black. Okay, so we'll go with the regular black. Thomas says he likes that color scheme, so we'll go with the regular black, like so. And let's go for something with interesting with an accent. Maybe a blue. Yeah, I like that. I like that accent. All right, I'm gonna go with that. Just 1 second. All right, so let's actually do, let's look at navigation. Oh, no, let's go to engineering first. And we're going to start on the power system, repaired power conduits, because it impacts a lot of the early things that we need. So let's get working on those repairs. All right, now we have navigation. Yep. All right, so we are on a one skull planet to start. Now, I would argue, since we have 2 medium mechs and a very solid light in the Jenner, I feel comfortable starting at a one skull planet. Thomas, what do you think and the rest of the people in chat, what do you feel about a 1-star planet, given the fact that we have 2 solid mediums and a Jenner, which I think is a very good starting mech? I feel comfortable starting at a 1 skull planet. So we're going to look for missions on this planet. If anybody disagrees, let me know before we select a mission. Alright, so we got key personnel. That's an assassinate mission. We have a battle in the urban environment. Ooh, this is an urban planet. Okay. This could be a rough start here. So, all right, we got a destroy base, and we have a seek and destroy in the jungle, and we have a base defense. These are actually some really good missions. Thomas says he'd run a half skull mission to test everything, but nah, I think we're good with a one skull because I don't want to lose time traveling. So I think we could, because there's actually quite a few half skull missions here. So let's pick a assassinate mission, a battle in the urban environment, a base destruction in the jungle, and a seek and destroy battle in the jungle. So I'm going to give everybody 1 minute to tell me what you want to play. We're going to make this a very engaging stream today. So do you want the assassinate, the supply line, the base destruction, or the battle in the jungle? Tell me which one you want. We're going to start out with half skull missions, and then we'll work up to one skull missions, and eventually we'll take this 1.5 skull mission as well. So, all right, so we'll start. Thomas, IMG. Hey, IMG. Thanks for joining us today. As you know, IMG is a big lover of this game, if you've ever watched our streams. So I'm excited to have you here, IMG. All right, so I've got 1 vote for assassination in the city. And I've got 1 vote for jungle. So I need someone to be a tiebreaker. So do you want to see a fight in the city or a fight in the jungle? Okay, Thomas actually waffled a little bit. So we're going to take the assassinate mission. All right, it's against the Free Rosselhog Republic. We're going to maximize salvage here. We only get 1 part that we get to select. All right, so let's pick our assignments carefully. We're going to take the Shadowhawk. We're going to put our commander in the Shadowhawk because he has the best gunnery. Like so. All right, then we've got our Trebuchet. So who's got the next gunnery after that? Let's see. It's probably going to be... let's see. You know, I'm going to go with Garrison. No, I'm going to do Garrison for something else. Let's do Gridlock for the Trebuchet. All right, our next mech is going to be a Jenner. Let's go with Garrison here, because he's got 5 guts, so that will come in handy. And then we could take the Wasp 1W, which is a backstabbing mech. So we want somebody who has the best piloting skills. It's probably going to be default. It's going to be Slapdish here. Okay, and then we have the ability to take 1 more mech. Our Wasp. We're going to put our sensor locker in the Wasp. Okay, so we got the Shadowhawk, Trebuchet, Jenner, Wasp, and Wasp. That's what we have to work with right now. So let's go. Grandson? Oh, I think you were meaning Garrison in the Brawler. I could do that, but, you know, the Jenner's probably going to get beat up. So that's why I'm not doing that. Did you check the barracks for pilots? I found the first place you start at is usually has one decent pilot to open with. No, there really wasn't anybody very good in the... I think you're talking about the hiring house. No, I didn't find anybody interesting in the hiring house. So, not on this first planet anyways. Alright, here we go. It's our first mission on a fresh start.
Command interface initiated.
Hey, Andre. Andre is stopping by. Andre is our resident artist. Good to see you, Andre. Alright, I'm going to have to make the best of my marginal tactical skills here. Thomas and IMG can tell you about that because we're starting out fresh. Oh, right off the bat, we have a hunchback, which is our primary assassination target. The supporting forces are way on the other side of the map. So this is a really good opportunity for us to aggressively go after the target and maybe get out of this without having to do too much of a fight here. Because the best salvage is almost certainly going to be on this hunchback here.
Engaging jump jet.
And back... Slapdash does not have a shot.
Standing by.
Alright. Okay.
Look, Mom, I'm flying.
Hey, Andre. Yeah, the Challenger is a good mech. I do like that mech. It's... Alright, so our Wasp here has good vision on the enemy, but a bad hit percent chance. But that's fine, because he's going to do a sensor lock for us on that hunchback.
Sensors locked on.
Yeah. Coordinates received.
Alright. Not the best hit percent here for Garrison, because he's pretty far away. So we'll take the laser shots. Let's see what happens. Alright, we hit on a couple of those shots. Very nice. Starting to work down the armor on that hunchback, which would be really nice salvage for us. Okay, we got some friendly units. Alright, some fire support for us. That's always good.
I'm
push up with our Shadow Hawk,
All
with
right,
our commander.
let's get down to it.
Alright, now the Hunchback moved, so it lost a lot of its evasion. So now we have a really good shot to make him pay here. So let's hit this Hunchback with everything we got.
One.
This might be a really good opportunity for us to hit the primary target and then evac. Because this Hunchback is going to be definitely the best salvage.
Eat this. Ready for orders.
Alright, so this Wasp is a backstabber. So what we're going to actually do, we're going to try to maximize the evasion
Up high.
and try to get around the rear of this Hunchback. But you know we're going to take these shots. Ooh, got some structural already on that Hunchback.
Critical hit, Commander.
Good feedback, Thomas. We'll see what happens. But the Hunchback probably has the best salvage on it. So if we actually fight more mechs,
Yes, Commander.
we might be reducing the amount of quality salvage that we get. Especially since it looks like there's vehicles. So that's kind of all the more reason to not engage here, because if it's just a bunch of vehicles, we're not going to get the best salvage out of it. So it's kind of all the more reason to, if we can, grab this Hunchback and then run.
Commander.
Alright, so let's push up our Jenner. This is a really good opportunity to hit this Hunchback quickly before he can return fire. Let's see, he's already lost a lot of his weapons. So this is a good chance to really hit this guy hard. Oh, Andre, hey! No, I was interested in my previous campaign, but you may have missed it, but today is the 3-year anniversary of BattleTech the game. So in honor of the 3-year anniversary, we just decided it was fun to do a fresh start. Because sometimes you get so much stuff in the mech bay that it really takes some of the excitement. Alright, Hunchback, take that punishment. Ooh, knockdown. Very nice. Sometimes it's good to have some supporting mechs.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's push up. Let's see if we can't finish this mech off quickly. Now, the benefits of this scenario is now that he's down on the ground, we can actually take some shots at his head. See if we get lucky here. All right, so we got a quick kill there on the Hunchback. How many parts do we get? One salvageable part, which isn't that bad because we can only select one part anyways.
Yeah?
And look at this, the evac is right next to us. So it makes complete sense for us to take a quick kill and run in this scenario. Alright.
I'm taking the shot.
Because all we're going to take from these vehicles is we're going to take damage, which we have to repair. So it makes every sense in the world
Negative damage.
just to bounce out of this mission quickly.
Standing by.
Alright, so let's get out of Dodge here. If we can evac here while minimizing damage, we're really going to come out ahead. So let's head for the evac. We're going to have to deal with this vehicle. My pilot still can't hit the broadside of the barn, but we got very lucky there. Probably an ammo explosion. Yeah, so it's always good for BattleTech, especially modded BattleTech, to do a fresh start from time to time. Usually I do it whether there's a special event, like the 3-year anniversary of the game, which is today, or if there's an update that's going to substantially change the game, that's when I tend to do fresh starts. So, for all we know, we might get a huge update next week, and I'll have to do a fresh start again, but that's fine. But this is a great mission to start out for us, because we're going to get salvage, and we're going to get no damage. So we're going to be able to quickly run and get out of this. If we can evac without taking any damage here, it's a complete total victory, because we're going to get a sizable amount of salvage. Now, I could stick around, and there is something to getting the bonus for destroying the second enemy force, and I'd be more prone to do that if it was mechs instead of vehicles. But since it's vehicles, you just don't get enough salvage to offset the damage most of the time when you're talking about vehicles. So let's get our Lance out of here without taking any damage. That is a successful first mission if we do that. Okay.
Understood.
Let's get
Moving
into
fast.
the evac zone so we can contact Simray and say, hey, we're ready to go.
I live to serve. Jumping.
There we go. And we're out of there. No damage on the first mission. And we've got some XP for all of our pilots. That is a win right there. That is a very successful first mission. Want to thank everybody for joining us today. We got a lot of people in the chat. So just to recap everybody, today is the 3-year anniversary of the release of BattleTech the game. So we're having a long stream today. It's going to be a choose your own adventure stream. So I'm going to be asking the chat to be as involved as possible. All right, no significant damage here, so let's go to salvage. So we're going to take the one hunchback part, and then we're going to get some other mech parts. All right, so we got some good salvage here to start out without any damage. All right. All right, so we don't have to make any repairs, so we can jump right into the next mission. Andre, I do not have any idea what's going to happen on the next update for BTA. I am hoping that more vehicles, ground vehicles, are going to come into BTA with the next update. And I'm also hoping that there might be like a vehicle start. So you start out with vehicles and maybe a couple light mechs. I think that would be a really fun starting point. All right, let's look at our next half skull missions. We have a battle in the urban environment. We have a destroy base in the jungle. And we have a battle in the jungle. So do you guys want battle in urban, destroy base in the jungle, or seek and destroy, which is a battle in the jungle? So, oh, Darker Design, great to see you. So, please put in your suggestions for what you want for our next battle. This stream is going to be a lot about you guys today. So you tell me what you guys want to play, and we will play it. So I'm just going to give everybody a minute to tell me whether they want a battle in the urban environment, a destroy base in the jungle, or a battle in the jungle. Let me know what you want to do. Put in your comments. Give me about 20 seconds. I'll be back. So just put in what you want for the next mission. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, I'm not getting any feedback about what you guys want to see on this mission. So, I'm going to select battle in the urban environment. We're going to again maximize salvage here, because we need new mechs as quickly as possible. So, and we have enough money right now, so we're going to stick with the same crew. Oh, now Thomas said jungle. Okay. Really quickly, let me pop into the barracks and just see if somebody doesn't have any upgrades.
Standing by.
Let's do that. I should be doing this early on often, because we need to upgrade our pilots as quickly as we can here. So yeah, we'll do piloting here. Confirm. Sarge get
What do you
anything?
want?
He can upgrade his tactics.
Mech warrior training complete.
Mouse is running very slow. Not sure why.
Yes, Commander.
Backlash can do tactics.
Training complete.
Alright. No. Mouse is still running very slow and sluggish. I'm not sure why. It's going to be annoying. Alright. Alright, that's a little faster. That's a little faster. Mouse is still feeling sluggish. Don't know why. Alright, so we are going to do jungle. Alright, let's do a battle in the jungle. How about that? Just to mix things up. We'll do a battle in the jungle against a local pirate organization. Yeah, we were very fortunate to get a trebuchet and a Shadowhawk at the start of this mission, or this campaign. The downside is we got 2 wasps, but I can live with that, actually. Wasps actually aren't that horrible. Alright, so while that game is loading, don't mind me. I'm going to check my settings for the mouse, because the mouse is moving very sluggish. I'm going to move up that cursor speed. Yeah, somehow the cursor speed got lowered. I'm not sure how it would. There we go. There we go. Now our mouse is acting like it normally would. Oh, IMG said, what was in the heavy metal? I haven't gotten the heavy metal yet, IMG. Because we haven't traveled. And you normally get the heavy metal when you first travel, as you know. So, since we started our missions on the first planet we were on, we haven't had to travel. All right. And yeah, I could skip one day. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't need to do it yet. I don't need the heavy metal cart yet. Let's see how far we could go without the heavy metal crate. I almost like having the heavy metal crate as like a reserve when you think about it, right? In the first part. Okay, here we go.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Yeah?
Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got Destroy Pirate Lance. Alright, the big concern here is that the Pirate Lance kind of has the high ground here. So we gotta try to play this smart. Which, anybody who's watched my streams knows that playing it smart isn't necessarily what I do all the time, but I digress. Alright, so one thing we can do is let's try to jump the wasps along the edge and try to flank with our wasps here. Might as well sprint. Yeah, so I could skip one day and get the heavy metal crate, but let's do that once we... Because I'm trying to not do necessarily a speed run, but I want to try to make the most of our first couple days here.
Position confirmed.
All right. Oh, there's the enemy. So the enemy isn't even on top of the... I thought the enemy was over here. Oh, shoot. Alright, that changes my strategy here. Now I need to just get the wasps back with the rest of the lance as quickly as possible. That
Acknowledge.
changes things. I could have sworn that they were over to the right of us.
Receiving you.
Alright, wasp. Let's keep sprinting so you can catch up with the rest of the
Roger
lance.
that. Full speed.
Yes.
So it's a good thing IMG was not here when we started this this fresh start, or he would have stuck me with battle armor again. Never again with the battle armor. I'd love to do a vehicle start, because I think if vehicles have decent evasion, which we know they do when we're playing against them, then
Receiving.
logically we should be able to have some good success with a... Oh, we got vehicles. Oh, man.
Let's move.
Vehicles and a... Wait. What is this? We got a fire starter. That's good. And a scorpion. What does the scorpion have on it? LRM 15. Okay. Let's see. We should probably just go after the scorpion.
This should be good.
Yeah, I did it once. That's enough. I would love to do a vehicle start. So I'm assuming once we have vehicles in Battletech Advanced, like tanks and APCs and stuff like that, there will be a vehicle start. It only makes sense. So I would love to do a vehicle start where you start out with vehicles, maybe a couple light mechs, and then you have to build your way up to having heavier mechs. I think that would be a fun way to start, because at least that way you would have some evasion to work with. That was the one frustrating thing about the battle armor start, is there was no evasion and no armor. Alright.
On the clock. What do you want?
Alright, Shadowhawk, let's push up. If we can get rid of that scorpion while it's isolated, that might be a good move here. Ugh, the hit percent chance is horrible here, but he is in a spore cloud. We're not going to use our Ultra Cannon 5s because we only have so much ammo for that. So let's do the LRM 20s. Try to take advantage of him being in the spore cloud.
Yep. Going full throttle.
Alright, let's keep hitting that scorpion. If we could push through some armor. Well, yeah, the max vehicle per drop is 2, but they could tweak that, Thomas. I think they will when there's a vehicle drop. And I think there might be a way that they tweak things to give you the ability to use vehicles earlier on. Because normally you have to upgrade the Argo to use vehicles, but I think there should be a way that you can start with vehicles, like a vehicle only start, where you get those upgrades as part of the start.
Orders?
You know, I'm sure they'll find a creative way of doing it, because in my opinion, a vehicle start is a natural way to start this game. Yeah, Thomas, I just talked about that. So they would have to tweak things so that you started out with that upgrade. Or maybe that upgrade isn't needed for light vehicles or something like that. There'll be a way, because normally you don't add the vehicle bay until you're fairly on in your mission or your campaign, because there's other things that you need more importantly. So I think they would find a way to make it happen. Or maybe you start out with vehicles, and then, you know, you can't add new vehicles until you do the upgrades. I don't know.
Full speed.
But it just makes sense to me. Oh, we got a pirate, primitive commando, scorpion. Yeah, we're still going to go after that scorpion. It's probably worth the precision strike here. Hopefully. I'd like to get rid of this scorpion while it still has some of the effects of that spore cloud. But I don't know if we'll get it done. Okay, supporting unit firing at the fire starter. The fire starter is the best salvage so far I've seen on this mission.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's push up with the Shadowhawk. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep going for the Scorpion.
Yeah?
It's always interesting when you go back to a fresh start in this game after having your good pilots for so long, that when you see these hit percent chances, it's really amazing considering you're used to seeing like 80, 90%. Now it goes to 21%. It's a completely different scenario.
Orders.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, our wasps are completely out of position, so they're just going to have to keep sprinting
I am the wind.
and get into this fight.
Waiting for orders.
What other features would I like to see in BTA? There are a lot. There's a lot of features. You know, it's amazing what the crew has done, given the fact that this game was not built on the best engine. So we've got that negative going against it. And it's really amazing. The interesting thing is what flexibility they've developed. So when they first started modding this game, one of the things they said is, oh, we could never put quads in the game. And guess what? We now have quads in the game. So let's do a sensor lock on that Scorpion. So, there's lots of things I would like to see. One thing I would like to see, and I don't think they could do it unless they spend a lot of time modeling, but I would love to see a dropship other than the Argo used as the base vehicle. Because the Argo is supposed to be a unique thing. So the fact that everybody gets an Argo is kind of crazy when you think about it. I understand they're just using the tools that they have in the game, but I think it would be better if they switched that out for like a basic
I'm on the clock.
dropship. Just for role-playing ability. And then maybe you could go get the Argo as part of a special mission, but you wouldn't start out with... I would like to see you start out with a Leopard as the base starting transport, and then maybe you build up to a Union dropship, and then maybe there's a mission later to get the Argo, if you really want to get the Argo. That just feels much more realistic to me. Alright, let's see if we can hit that Scorpion hard here. Come on, let's break through that armor.
Yep.
Alright, I'd really like to get that Scorpion out of here, so we can flip the numbers in our favor.
Let her rip.
There we go. There goes the Scorpion.
One more for the scrap heap.
Yeah, I think that would be cool if you could get the Argo only from the campaign flashpoints. I think that would be interesting. But, those are all cosmetic things. One thing I would like to see is more super heavies. I think we only have 2 super heavies in the game, or maybe 3. And I know on Rogue Tech, for example, they have a whole bunch of super heavy mechs. So I would love to see super heavies be more plentiful in the game, in the mod. I think that would be something that they could do relatively quickly.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's try to get our Wasp to flank. We don't want our Wasp going into this fight head-to-head. Yeah, so I think that would be a good thing to do, is have you start out with the Leopard like you do in the base career. But that's really a cosmetic thing. So I'd also like to get more super heavies in the game, mechs that are over 100 tons. I think that would make the end game a little more interesting, because you get to a point where you're like, all right, I've got a whole mech bay full of 100 tonners. What's left to do? All right, let's start working on this fire starter now.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
This is probably going to be the best salvage of the mission, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's be aggressive here.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Let's try to hit this fire starter before it can get in close and ruin our day. Yeah, so 5 would still be an improvement, because we only have 3 right now.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
What do you need?
Or what you could do, IMG, is you could take the base mechs
Let's move.
and maybe have an experimental version of them. So maybe there's an experimental Atlas, for example, that's very rare, but maybe it's 120 tons. Okay, so 6. So you could do that, but you could also say, hey, here's an experimental Atlas that's 120 tons. Or here's a Battle Master that's 100 tons. So, you know, you could probably have some experimental versions of mechs that wouldn't be too outside of lore if you did that. All right. Let's try to hammer this fire starter before it gets too close that it can do damage. Not too worried about that commando. Nice. Overheated.
Commander.
All right, Wasp. Let's go. Let's get into this fight.
Got it.
Need to put those small lasers to work. This is actually one of the better Wasps I've seen
Commander?
with all those small lasers. If you get in close and you stay evasive, it could be a very useful mech. Alright, let's...
Got it, Commander.
Barely hit, Commander.
Alright, want to encourage everyone to get involved in the chat. And if you haven't watched our streams before, please consider giving us a follow. If you give us a follow, that's the minimum layer
Yeah.
level to get into our Funko Pop giveaway. Alright, so we're in melee range here. So let's go for a kick.
On it.
The benefit of the kick, if you haven't played this game before, is you still get to fire all of your weapons on your torso and arms after the kick. So it's like basically free damage when you get the kick in there. So it's very valuable early in the game. Now the backside, the negative here is we take some damage too from that fire starter. So yeah, there's that. Alright, Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk can also go in and get a kick, so let's do that.
The cream of the crop will rise.
There we go. There goes one of the legs of that fire starter.
Well, I needed salvage anyways.
I need salvage. I don't know about you, Tex, but I need salvage.
I needed
Down goes the fire starter. Ooh, he's got an injury. His health is... Oh, he ejected. How many parts? It didn't tell me how many parts. I missed it.
Yep.
Probably 2 parts would be my guess. Alright. Okay, let's not be too aggressive here with the trebuchet. Let's see. We can go after the commando. The commando overheated. So let's just go center torso on the commando. I really don't care about salvage on the commando.
Roger.
Getting a quick kill on the commando is more interesting than salvage. Come on. Alright. He's got lots of damage to the center torso.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Wasp, I need you to start working
Engaging jump
on
jet.
flanking. Hopefully next turn he can start flanking.
I live to serve.
Alright, this Wasp is around behind. Take a shot at that
Yeah, you
commando. Ooh. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. No, we lost the Jenner. That was
I'm on the clock.
that was frustrating as heck.
All right, let's get down to
All right, who shot the Jenner with that laser? Was it this pack rat? Yep, it was the pack rat here. All right. I'm very annoyed at this pack rat. He just cost us a lot of money. I was about to pull that Jenner back
Standing
too.
by.
That is annoying. He's gonna pay for that. More importantly, that large laser is something we want to get off the field here as quick as we can. Ouch.
Receiving you.
Alright, Wasp. Start doing what you're designed to do. Flanking. Nice shots in the rear of that pack rat there.
Commander. Rolling. Firing all weapons.
Can't believe we lost that Jenner so early in this campaign. I might have to go for the heavy metal crate now.
Holding firm.
So if there's one good side is we're gonna get the heavy metal crate. Oh geez, what were the odds of that? That Wasp was evasive.
Ass kicked.
Man.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
All right, that's it. I'm annoyed now. These guys need to go down.
All right, let's get down to it. Well, who needed salvage anyway?
I'm here.
LRM ammo is depleted. Guess I'll have to act.
Understood.
All right, let's keep working on that
I'm taking the shot.
pack rat. Come Come on, get in that structure. Get in that structure.
Standing by.
Alright, Wasp, let's go for a kick.
Position confirmed. Engaging.
There we go. There goes that pack rat.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Take that, you little bastard.
That's right. He is a little bastard.
I'm ready.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna have to try to keep this Wasp evasive, because he already took some damage. He didn't lose any weapons. That's the good thing.
I can't take much more of this.
What? You're fine. What do you mean you can't take much more of this? You lost an arm that didn't have anything in it. Don't complain.
What do you want?
Oh, let's go for a kick on that commando.
The cream of the crop will
Hey, IMG, thank you for the subscription. 7 months in a row. I can't believe it's been 7 months. 7 months flies so fast. Alright, Commando's gonna get knocked down here. Nice.
Aye, aye.
Alright.
Confirmed.
Let's finish off that commando. There we go. Now we got just 2 more vehicles to clean up, and this mission will be over.
Commander.
Alright. Alright, Wasp, let's go for a kick on that J. Edgar. If there's such a thing as a melee Wasp, this thing is as close as you can get to it because of all those small lasers. It's not a bad Wasp. I don't love Wasps, but this isn't a bad one. Oh, you're kidding. Tanks just got released.
My armor's getting stripped off.
BTA 10.0. Okay.
Standing by.
Alright, here we go.
Moving to position.
So, guys, I'm going to have to take a break so we can play some tanks.
Targeted for an alpha strike.
And we have to do a fresh start. Talk about great timing.
It's done for having all the armor.
So, I'm actually going to end the stream now. I'm going to upload the update for BTA, and hopefully we'll be back in about 30 minutes, because this is too exciting. I was hoping... guess we are upgrading. Need that fresh download. Okay, so we need a fresh download of BTA. Okay, so guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I'll be back in about an hour, or not even an hour, probably about a half hour, and we'll get into BTA with tanks. We have to see this. It's a great opportunity on the anniversary of BattleTech to do something cool. So I'll be back in 30 minutes.